Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at ICP, seeing what's going on. This is really good news, folks. It's blasting straight through that resistance level at 1218. As I mentioned yesterday, was a very strong likelihood once we got through those resistances. Keep in mind, a lot of this has to do with Bitcoin breaking through 40,000 and effectively in the 41 to 42,000 range. Basically 41.6, right at that key level resistance. So if Bitcoin can sustain that price action today, I think this weekend is going to be a pretty monstrous weekend here. We could see a continuation. We could also see the price action come back down to essentially retest this as support and continue higher. So what happens with price discovery? While we're not in an all-time high situation by any stretch, it's the most recent high, and it's an important thing to recognize. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I hope to help you, understand how to become a better trader and to especially successfully, I don't know, I combine those two words there. What I especially want to do is help you learn to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is the site, link down below. Quick congrats to our community members here for an awesome profit there, 41% on Solana in roughly 24 to 48 hours, more like 48. We took that trade 2 days ago, and it's looking pretty strong. Considered an ICP trade, but I was waiting for confirmation. I think we got some confirmation here, folks. Let's talk about that and what that means. So to clarify, first things first, on the daily time frame, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. The 20-day SMA, which is a very significant trend setter, we're currently above that level. Okay, we're at about 1206 for the trend line there, excuse me, for the 20-day SMA. Now, being above that level is extremely important. Not a lot of coins can actually say that they're above that level, including Bitcoin at this point. So what we're saying here is that today's candlestick hasn't closed yet. I just need to express the fact that we still have 7, almost 8 hours left of trading in today's trading day. Okay, so just because we're pumping right now doesn't mean it isn't going to pull back. But again, pending Bitcoin doesn't do anything obnoxious and pull significantly down, we should be able to see this price action hold above 1220 today. Okay, so again, very good stuff there. If the price does continue, what we can do here as well, just kind of clarify, because people are always curious, when do I reverse the fibs? Well, you reverse Fibonacci retracement levels when you're in between. What I mean by that is today's candlestick hasn't closed yet, so it'd be premature to adjust our Fibonacci levels to the highest point, because the highest point is still being established, right? So therefore, since we already have our highest point in from yesterday as a resistance level, we know at this point for the last 3 trading days, now going on 4, that we can reverse our fibs comfortably and understand that $12.90 is a strong resistance potential area for us. Okay. Coincidentally, we can see this here as well, where we got the trend line working at about $12.90 from before. That was a previous resistance level. We can presume that level is going to continue to hold. Okay, so that's generally what we're looking at here for ICP for the moment. Okay, so that's basically the daily time frame. We're above 50 on the RSI, which is nice. Very few coins can say this. They're trying to break through but haven't yet. And stochastic swinging up. We got a MACD convergence on the horizon. All positive contributing factors. So do you go hard and take a bunch of long positions with ICP right now? Maybe, maybe not. It's honestly a 50-50 shot still, because of the fact that Bitcoin is more likely to decrease in value here in the relative near future. Mainly because it's still exuding a lot of macro bearish signs, and this little pump here for 1 day doesn't necessarily mean that we're back on track. So try to get your head out of the space of bullish mentality and just try to be realistic. The fact that while this coin is significantly stronger than most, it doesn't imply it's going to just continue to run forever. Okay, we very well see a retracement, or we very well see a retracement if the price action for Bitcoin pulls back. Okay, so please, 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 caveat for every single analysis you're going to watch. In general, right now, Bitcoin is on the edge of greatness or disaster. It still needs quite a lot of room to grow before it is going to confirm bullish. So we're in that gray area, and it's important to remain patient and vigilant. That said, thank you again to my community for being patient with the Solana trade too. It's funny when people doubt me. And again, I'm not right all the time, don't get me wrong. But there are reasons why I take trades, and there's reasons why I might wait a few days to take a trade as well. They're not just arbitrary, throwing meat against the wall, hoping it sticks. There's a reason for it, and I hope you can continue to see that. So at this point here, is it worth taking a trade for ICP? Well, we're coming up to a resistance level at 70 on the RSI. Until we break through that, I would say no. But again, that's just me not being one of those, I don't like to take late longs. That's me personally. I don't like to take late shorts either, which is why I do miss out on some opportunities. There's no doubt about that. But I also miss out on bad opportunities too, and I would much rather do that than, of course, the inverse, whatever that might look like, which is probably not a good thing. All right, so MACD's converging, 4-hour time frame is looking pretty solid here. We're above all moving averages. There's really nothing here telling us the price wants to pull back. TD sequential, of course, we can see we're only 4 hours into this continuation. We hit a 9 here previously, plus overtime, came up to another 9, extremely overextended, down to a 4, now up to a 4. hypothetically it continues the same pattern, we will see the price pull back because we hit a 4 and we're overextended. It really just implies we're about 16 to 20 hours into this continuation. Okay, so we got plenty of room left to grow. 36 to 72 hours is the standard time frame for a bullish continuation of this sort, right? So we're very early in the phase. I think it could continue to run. A lot of it is pending on Bitcoin not being a terrible, obnoxious coin by the end of today's trading day. We can close at 41.6 today. I think we're looking pretty solid. That's just my personal feeling. Once again, that will be short-lived. I would highly recommend, if you're going to trade this weekend, trade quickly and get out before Monday, because I think Monday's going to be a bloodbath. Again, just has that kind of feeling right now. The bears are just waiting to pounce, and right now they're letting the bulls run, and that's just the way it goes. So that being said, hourly time frame, quickly to note here, Ichimoku Cloud, all green lights here. There's nothing I can see here. We are at 9 on TD sequential. Another reason why I feel like we could see a pullback here soon. If we were to, one of two things will happen. Let's see if Elliott Wave, it kind of explains what I want to get at. Let's just actually do this instead. When you look at the price action, this being the most recent high, it's common when you break through that level, and we've been up above that for 3 hours now. If the price does pull back, it's usual for that level to be a pivot point. Okay, so 1220 as a round number is a likely continuation area. Okay, so I'm not saying to go heavy at 1220. I'm just saying that if the price pulls back, solid chance we'll see that recovery. The secondary or tertiary option here is this previous resistance level that is on a larger time frame, which is why it doesn't align with this hourly. That's 1187. It could be a secondary pivot point. What's more realistic here is this 0.786 level, this 1160 to 1150 range to be the strongest support. So the price comes back down. We got a few different options here. We could see one of these three scenarios. I'll post this on our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you can kind of see what I'm thinking there. But those are general areas of retracement that we should want to pay attention to. I'll update our fibs as well once the daily candlestick closes, or perhaps even update this according to a 4-hour time frame. But generally speaking, again, just consistently moving your fib levels to candles that are incomplete, that haven't closed yet, that's something you don't want to do. Okay, so just some friendly advice. If you haven't watched my Fibonacci retracement videos, you'll kind of, you should know, but if you don't already, retracement, there's different ways of doing it. The truth is there's no real wrong way to do it, but there's also a lot of wrong ways to do it. Oh man, that sounds so stupid when I say that out loud. All right, so I hope that you made sense of what I said here. This is fairly straightforward, looking pretty bullish, honestly. Just take that with a grain of salt. Bitcoin pulls back super hard. We're gonna see that, and Bitcoin is prone to doing that in these market conditions. This is completely a manipulated market right now, okay? Last but not least, make sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Everyone in my community is loving them. If you use my link to register, you get some nice healthy rewards there, and just make sure that if you do use the link to register, you will have the opportunity to take advantage of our trading competitions within our community. We're going to start having those moving forward here. So it's really, really cool. Awesome opportunity. Thank you again, Bitget, for just a great exchange. And thank you to my community for the wonderful feedback. I'm glad it's working well for you. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll look forward to work with you. Thanks again for your time. See you soon.